back, pocket holds, over the middle, catch at the 2, into the end zone. Olamide Zaccheaus, touchdown Bears! 27-22, they will not go away.
All right, you have my attention.
1st and 10, Caleb in the gun, Swift to his left. Burden and a bunch sent to the left side numbers. Snap back, 4-man rush. Caleb with a double move, throw down the left sideline. DJ Moore inside the 5, end zone, touchdown! Touchdown Bears! They've taken the lead on the Packers with 1:43 to go.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
3rd and 15, ball on the 28. Snap to Love, drop the snap, picks it up. Keep him in the pocket. Love circles back. Now rolling right. Moving up. Waiting to heave. Still moving up. Now he throws to the end zone. And it's dropped. The interception dropped, but it doesn't matter. Game is over. Game is over. The Bears have come from all the way behind. And they beat the Green Bay Packers 31-27. All the ghosts of 15 seasons has been released into this cold January night.
We thank ESPN 1000 for those highlights.
Welcome, everyone, to a special edition of the Barely Educated Podcast. The podcast by bad Bears fans for maybe bad, maybe not Bears fans. Don't kid yourselves. Most of you gave up at halftime like we did too. Holy cow, they've done it again. I'm Mark. Joined as always by Chris, a.k.a. the leftover steak composer. We're here to heckle Chris for picking the Packers.
Bring it.
And break down the 7th come-from-behind win by the Chicago Bears in the 2025-26 season. This was a magical, memorable one. Again, it feels like we were just here. Oh, right, it was a month ago. Walk off in overtime over the Packers. This one with even higher stakes, of course, in the playoffs. What a game. What a season. What a team. And maybe, just maybe most importantly of all, as a long-suffering Bears fan, what a quarterback.
Oh,
we'll get into all of that as we go. Chris, how are you?
I think I'm done or over being stunned from last night. Like, it was euphoric last night, as a former student Tim suggested. Is this what euphoria feels like? Maybe so. I'm still just, I can't believe it. 25 points in the fourth quarter. After, hopefully the words will come during this this post game show. But I'm glad we didn't do something last night.
Talk about how they stink in the first half. Mm-hmm. And it's more like they stink until the fourth quarters. Sometimes they outscored the Packers 25-6 in the fourth without a colossal turnover type of Green Bay mistake. They just kind of turtled up, and the Bears were like, okay, here's a bunch of yards and some touchdowns. See you later. I mean, it's a historic comeback on 100 levels. That's not just being a Bears homer. This is just a game you're supposed to lose. You get whooped in the turnovers. You don't have any pressure. There's 100 stats going around, like NFL teams are 1-67 when they don't win the turnover battle or have a sack. You know, it's just like, oh, now they're 2-67. Whatever the stats are, you get the point. Just incredible, magical stuff. Now, before we get any further into the game, we are once again joined by a special guest. Once more, our oldest daughter, Avery, who's waving but doesn't realize we're not posting it to YouTube yet. We might start a YouTube because she's bugging us to let her edit with Bears clips and all these other things. So if that happens, good people, you'll have her to thank for having to see our mugs on a routine basis. I say
thank. Yeah, so, that's right.
Yeah, I'm just joking. Avery always keeps the faith. That's the thing. It's 21-3. She's like, they can still win, Daddy. And I'm just over there like, just, she's watching. Don't get too mad. My wife's like texting me like, don't forget, they learn from what they see. And I'm like, shut up, woman. I'm kidding. She did that a couple weeks back, though. She didn't do that last night. I'm like, I'm going to handle this like a grown-up-ish. And she's over there like, they can still come back. And it's like, I just don't believe, and my child does. She's eternally optimistic. So, Avery, that was the first time you have watched a Bears playoff game that you can remember, right?
Yeah.
What was that experience like? You would have been four, three,
Mm-hmm.
not even four, I think, when the Eagles beat the Bears. So, what's going through your head as the fourth quarter starts and they're down 21-6?
But I knew they had a lot of time in Green Bay. Even though they were up a lot, I knew that the defense just had to hold it together. And if they can hold it together, then they would have enough time for the offense to do their thing.
I don't think you'll have an answer, so I don't mean this as like an actual question, but I would just love to know how to tap into the idea that there was faith the defense would hold it together coming out of halftime because they'd given us no evidence this was possible. But then they did it.
They did it.
Uh,
And Green Bay just kind of didn't accomplish anything with the ball. It was very odd until the Matthew Golden TD.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, at that point, I was like, dang, the Bears made it respectable at least. You know, at this point, I'm not mad anymore because, like, I was mad that they were just so bad for so long. And it just, like, felt like it was going to invalidate the whole season, which isn't fair. But again, you're going through the moment. And then they scored that one to make it 27-16. And I'm like, oh, man. And then, well, that's when the magic started to happen.
Yep, I get
Avery, what were you
crazy.
thinking when Caleb hit the fourth down throw to your boy Rome?
I was like, I don't know. I was like surprised, and I was like, that was really cool. And I don't know. I thought maybe they could hold it. Like if they got a touchdown there, then they could they could maybe win this or at least go to overtime. And so I was thinking like Rome is back, and that was really important for them.
It was weird because he didn't really figure out a game plan at all.
No.
He only had 2 catches, but that was, of course, one of the great plays in Bears history.
Certainly was.
Now, you gave a couple of great one-liners, especially one really set me. I think it was just before the fourth down play. Do you remember what you said? It's hard to watch.
Oh, it's hard to watch, but it's harder to look away.
It's harder to look away.
Yes, true. 100% true.
So much of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever think while we were watching it, oh, Dad's right, they're going to lose now? Because from what I could tell, you never really did. At one point, she went and didn't want to sit by me. I was apparently too cranky.
In bed juju coming off of you, yeah.
Yeah, the vibes are all wrong.
Like 4th and 6, and they didn't get the fourth. I was worried because they were down so much. I think it was in like the third or fourth quarter. Remember, they were on 4th and 6, and then he just didn't pass to the right person. And
you're talking second quarter when they got deflected.
Yeah.
That was on the Bears' own 30, and it set up a 21-3 score on this next series the Green Bay scored on. So that was really crazy. We can talk about that too. So that was the tipping point for you when it's 21-3. You're starting to waver, but you really didn't lose faith from what I could tell.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know how you do it. I think it must be, this is the thing for all the fans and why I'm even doing this. When you're not 40-something and you don't have 30 years of baggage, you have and I think this is like, I'm sorry if it's dad mode preachy, whatever. I think it's profound when you just have the last couple seasons of Flus and this season with Ben and Caleb to go on. You're like, this is not the Bears of before. This is a good Bears team. This is a Bears team that comes back. This is a Bears team that fights. Caleb is special. He can go toe-to-toe with that other quarterback. She doesn't care who Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre were. And she has a different experience watching than we do. A more, I would say, authentic to what this year's team is. And you and I can't help but bring the rest of it towing along in our wake, the stench of 30 years of Packers-Bears misery. And she's like, oh, they're going to come back. And I'm like, it's the Packers. They're not coming. We already did that once. They're not doing it twice in 1 year.
Right.
Oh, yes, they are. And I just think it's such an interesting contrast. And maybe this is the trick, right? Like, I don't know that I can just snap my fingers and make the baggage go away. But it is a new era.
Sure is.
And the Iceman couldn't be trying any harder to tell us this. If you're not excited for this, don't bother following this sport.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this was like at the very end of the game, like the very last play. I was so worried that he was gonna get a touchdown there, but then they didn't. They just like he threw it to the wrong person, and we almost got an interception. So like that was really.
And that brings up an interesting wrinkle too, because we're not used to the defense having to hold on to the lead. It's usually the offense. Is Caleb going to make the play or not?
Yep.
That was
Right. There's the interception against Green Bay. There was the Niners game exactly where the pass falls incomplete, and then a bunch of the wins. And the special teams were involved in some of the wins. But was there one of these where it was literally on the defense for the whole 2 minutes? I think there was one where the defense had to hold, but they didn't have near as much time. I'm talking they definitely have enough time to get down the field, which they did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the defense having to come through.
Yeah.
Well, they started it prior to what was it? I can't remember. That's about right though. Basically 2 minutes because the Bears scored after the 2-minute warning, but just barely after it.
Just barely.
Because I remember being like, "Oh, that's bad luck" when they had the guy get hurt and it stopped the clock at 2:07. The Bears actually left them too much time.
Yep.
Another wild thing about this game to me that relates to the history stuff is, their quarterback was terrific.
He was.
300 whatever yards, four touchdowns, no turnovers. Everything was pretty much right where he wanted to put it. He's good. And we lost the turnover battle. Their QB had a great game. I'm not going to say it outplayed ours because Caleb was so clutch, but if you go by some of the other metrics, I guess you could say that. Although I think, the one interception was a punt, which is good because the punter wouldn't have given him the ball with that bad field position.
Right.
And the other one was just one of those miracle heaves. I mean, they're both fourth down desperate plays, so they don't count like
they don't bother me.
egregious to me. But anyway, we beat them when the QB was still good. I thought I thought the Packers fans had told us over and over again, "Oh, you can only beat the backup. You can only beat the backup." Well, we beat you with the QB. Played great.
Yep.
Let's see how he looks with a different coach, maybe.
I didn't think of that, but you're absolutely right. Oh, new coach. Ooh.
Just don't extend him to fire, whatever. It's going to be interesting to follow that.
Yes.
All right, Avery, any other little Averyisms for us? I'll let you go. Get ready for your friend who's coming over shortly. I'm trying to think. What do you think I was maddest about before they come back?
Probably it was I think it was in the third quarter when
there was a play for sure.
Bears were so close. They were in the red zone, and then wait.
No. It's the fumble, the pass to the lineman by Green Bay, and then he kicks it, and then Jervon Dexter jumps on it, and it goes up in the air and out of bounds he also kicked it. I was like, you freaking morons!
I still don't know how he did that. I don't know how he did that. How he jumped on it and somehow flung it up in the
science of this.
Yeah, unbelievable. But you're right. Not only
and then it hit his foot.
Yes.
Yeah, the Green Bay guy. But we're talking about Bears player dives on it and goes.
I don't know.
And that was that felt like the break we were waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
And then blew.
Yep.
And so that's when I got actually mad because I was like, come on. But it didn't end up mattering. It's crazy that they did this without any Green Bay turnovers.
Yeah.
There's the helicopter upside down thing with Watson fumbling too. It goes right to the Packers.
Yep. That was another one.
The turnover luck is a thing, and they didn't have it today, and the Bears somehow still didn't actually need it. That's just wild. Just unbelievable.
Didn't need it,
I was kind of scared about. It's so when there was 2 plays, I think. And one was to Rome, and he caught it, and then he fumbled it, and then another guy on the Bears team.
No, Rome jumped on it. It was both of those were the tight ends.
Loveland?
It was Komet.
Oh, Komet.
And one was Loveland, one was Komet. Rome grabbed the one where it was Komet, where he didn't actually quite catch it. Yeah, she has a hard time with that. She's like, how's that not a catch? Which is also fun. If you watch football as somebody who's not up on all the dumb nuances, and the common sense answer to that is that looks like a catch. Nope, it wasn't a third football move. Like three, what? Why? Tell me.
Because he had 2 feet down, because that's the rule for
Mhm.
like when it's out of bounds
Right.
or like in the end zone. But I didn't know you had to have 2 feet moving.
And then
Yeah,
a
the
move,
football
Yeah.
move. Yeah.
basically.
Mhm. Yeah. I
It's
thought
very much all too open for interpretation.
the one Rome jumped on was a completion, but that's
I thought it was a catch, and I thought the other one the refs got right.
yeah.
But can I dovetail off of that for 2 seconds, and then we'll get back to the important Caleb and coach stuff. Refs, pretty good game. Pretty good game by the Zebras. I don't got much to complain about, and we've had a lot of games where we would not say that. And in a big game, they stayed out of the way. They absolutely did not make it about themselves. So in a season where there's often a lot to gripe about, in a sport where there's often a lot to gripe about with the officials, bravo, not bad. Pretty good, I think. Maybe even really good.
Agreed.
One of the refs was really good. It was like the guy who was announcing.
Yeah, they did. I thought that was as good a reffing as we've had this year, maybe.
Explains what happened. Like that one, I don't remember what it was, but I remember he explained it really well.
He did a couple really good detailed why it's not grounding, why it is grounding plays.
Yeah.
That was funny too. Jordan Love hadn't had any, and then he has like two like in a row. Out of the 4 in his career, 2 of them were like right then.
Mhm.
So, all right, Aves, go finish cleaning your room. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Avery.
Hope the dear listener enjoyed the fresh perspective there.
Yeah, she's
All right,
got
Chris,
better
now I'm
insight
gonna
than
ask
I
you.
do. Yeah.
Avery, who were the second round Bears draft picks?
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
So what were you thinking? Can you still hear me all right? I have to move the mic now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What were you thinking on 4th and 8 when Caleb starts to scramble?
My first thought was just run it, just run for it. You can get to the outside.
I always think that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's so fast. It's like sneaky fast.
Yeah. And then when he rainbowed it,
my
wasn't sure what was going to happen then.
Yeah, same. And my other thought was when it's such a fast thought. I'm trying to like capture it accurately, but it's probably more of a paraphrase. Who cares? When he starts to scramble, I'm like, this is either going to be magical or ball game the other way. Right? Like if the turnover, then we're done. If it's incomplete, we're done. And it's like perfectly thrown to Rome down there. I mean, of all the plays for them to finally connect on a scramble drill, just hallelujah.
Yeah.
It's like one of the greatest plays in Bears history. That's not exaggerating.
No, I totally agree.
The opponents, the trajectory the team is on, and there are a lot of national guys saying that. I mean, Twitter has just been a blast. I don't know about you, but I couldn't sleep. I was up till 2 in the morning consuming random Bears content, watching that play 87 times.
Yep. I think
watching the TD to DJ, which looked like a walk in the park compared to the 4th down play.
Yeah, I realized about 3:00 in the morning as I woke up on the couch, like, I guess I better go to bed. But yeah, I could not fall asleep quickly or easily. I thought I may have to count bears, instead of sheep. So
there was just no way to get to sleep.
Yeah,
no way.
I really like what you pointed out.
That we're in our group basically saying that. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I really like how you pointed out, and I didn't think of this, that the Bears beat the Packers when Jordan Love had a really good game. 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards, no interceptions. He played great. He really did. And the defense was until the third quarter. Something happened in the third quarter. Maybe his Billings being out and Robinson. I don't know, but just a little bit.
Robinson gave him a spark.
He did. And look what just a little bit of inside push or pressure can do for a whole defense. Because I think
this Packers is something Cousin Nate's been saying for a while. They need a D tackle worse than they need an edge, even though they need both.
I agree. I totally agree. I think you need to
pick whatever position's best guy into your first. Like whoever the draft goes, if it's an edge, that's the best player at that point, great. If it's a D tackle, great. If it's close, do a D tackle.
I
Right now,
yeah,
there's more talent, and this is very much quote damning with faint praise. Right now, there is actually more talent at edge on this team than D-Tech.
yeah,
Grady Jarrett's not giving you much. Dexter's a good sack cleanup guy, but his get off, as they say, is just terrible with the ball snapping, and he's just still standing there.
yeah.
That position needs a lot of work, and Booker needs to learn how to set the edge, but he definitely has some juice rushing the
He
passer.
does. He does. I
And Sweat had a nice game for a guy with no sacks. Got a game ball
Yeah,
for
he
a
got a
reason.
game ball.
He was back there a lot.
I was gonna ask you about that. Did you agree with that? Because I don't know how to watch line play really. I just see how it affects
He did a
everything else.
really nice job setting the edge a couple times, and he collapsed the pocket. Didn't really beat his guy one-on-one so much, just push him back a lot. I think if you're Ben and you're like, I've got to find somebody for the defense because of the way they forced the four straight punts, he's got to find somebody to give a game plan on the defense. I'm fine with it because
Okay.
I mean I don't who else had a good game.
Yeah.
Jackson makes a difference too. This guy playing for Edwards isn't going to hurt that much. He might be better right now.
Yes.
Though I hate to
thought
see
that too.
Edwards and Trapillo go down.
Yeah.
I think Jackson is better right now and more what they need because we have just no speed on that side of the ball. I thought Jalen Johnson had a much better game than the game against Detroit or San Francisco.
As it went on too, he got better as it went on.
Yeah, and he almost punched that out with the golden touchdown. Which I think is a good play to talk about because people are really mad about the tackling. Of course, in the moment, we're all mad. But I think in hindsight, I know it's a little unfair to do hindsight too much, but that's what a post game's for. I think it's because they're desperate and they're all trying to strip the ball. Like you can see
Okay.
three Bears go for the ball there because they need that play, and you're not, no one's expecting to keep scoring that fast, which is what they do though. So I can kind of understand. Like in the second quarter, I bet that's a first down, not a touchdown kind of play.
Okay.
That's
all right.
all. And,
I'll live with that.
and I thought the game was over at that point. I mean, I
did
really
too.
did.
I did too. I was already starting to think, oh well, still overall good season, still overall glad to have been, but still aren't ready to beat the Packers yet. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean, and for the first 3.5 quarters, I guess you'd really say, or 2.5. I mean, I'm like, man, this is just they're experienced and we're not, and their coach is experienced and ours isn't. And why are we going for it on our own 32? I know the defense stinks, and I actually agree with every other fourth down decision. That one was a little crazy. But I mean, at the time, it's like, well, they're going to score wherever they get the ball. So I mean, you can kind of defend it, but I still thought it was kind of crazy. And it looked like, the offensive game plan wasn't accomplishing much. And you're like, man, he got out coached. And then we all know what happened from there. But I was talking myself into trying to have perspective until the fumble that they didn't recover. Then I got mad again. Then I went back to having perspective.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I was determined not to let this game ruin the season. And instead, it's one of the great Bears memories we've got. And I was telling Avery earlier, even if they're better next year, if the Bears improve the defense, Caleb takes another step in the offense year 2, all these things, it's very plausible that they could be better next year, for real.
Oh, for sure.
This is going to be a year we remember.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they win a Super Bowl, that'd be amazing. We'd remember that even more. But I'm just saying that emergence year, that 2015 Cubs, man, that comp just keeps aging so well to me. Because they just beat the Cardinals.
Yep. That's one of my cousins said the same thing. He said that so a cousin who lived down in the St. Louis area, grew up down there as
One
a
of
Cubs
Chris's
fan.
cousins in the St. Louis area.
Cousin Tim. He said,
"Oh man, another Tim. We got 2 Bryans and 2 Tims." Oh,
yeah. Well, but he told me. He said maybe the Cubs need to slay the Green Bay Dragon. Maybe the Bears need to slay the Green Bay Dragon, just like the Cubs finally did the Cardinals in 2015 in that postseason. Maybe. Yeah. But
one of those topics that's endlessly fascinating to me is sports psychology.
Oh, it's real.
The way that athletes, they always have to psych themselves up. They talk about it all the time. And as a dopey, unathletic old man, middle-aged man, I'm like, how do you got to get yourself up for a playoff game? What are you talking about? But they all say it all the time. I'm wrong. I get it. I trust them. What does it mean with that kind of thing always involved? to get the monkey off the back in the playoffs against the rival that the franchise couldn't beat forever. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, but Cam's been a Bear for 2 years. Yeah, but it's in the culture, man. Like it matters on a level that I can't quite quantify. And I just, I think you could easily look back at this game, even if they lose next weekend, and then look back in a couple years and be like, yeah, but that Green Bay win was a launching point for this great run of success. You got people saying, hey, they're going to win a Super Bowl in the next 3 to 4 years or whatever. I don't want to jinx it, of course. I don't really believe there are jinxes, but I don't think that's a hot take. Like, this is who's got a younger, more talented roster on offense right now in the league?
They're
cooking on that side of the ball. They just got to clean up the starts.
Yep.
There's real talent there. And then, we got to see what the news with Ozzy is. That was a bummer as well. So,
second round pick Ozzy.
He had a really nice last, 6 weeks or whatever of the season. Second round. He knows everybody.
Woohoo!
He's got it. Who are the other two? There's a receiver, somebody,
Burden, right? Wasn't Burden the second round pick?
Yeah, Burden and Shamar Turner.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so yeah, the future's bright, but we didn't have to go there because they came back again. And I cannot say enough superlatives about the Iceman. Like the lead, despite all the other things we've been talking about, is the Bears got a dude. And I put it in the group text, a playoff dude.
Yeah, they do.
To do this in the biggest moments, in the brightest stage, to not wilt under the pressure, to make that throw in that moment.
To Rome.
And then give that post-game speech in the locker room.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, I liked his
we got a dude.
Speech. Yeah.
He just had a Tom Brady moment, man.
That sure was. That was that would Collinsworth have called that a little Mahomey even?
Yeah, he definitely would have called it. Yeah. Oh yeah. And there's like 2 or 3 guys that can make that throw. I mean, has Mahomes even been doing that anymore? Or is he done doing that? I don't even know. But it's just, there was a great tweet that was like, it's going to take more than your usual amount of Caleb Williams fourth quarter BS this time. And then parenthetical is Caleb Williams proceeds to reach into his bag and pull out even more fourth quarter BS.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
That
just an incredible quarter, man. Almost 200 yards, I think, like 190 or whatever, 2 touchdowns. Just put him on his back again. And I just cannot say this with like enough. This is what we've been waiting for our whole lives at that position. It's uneven, it's inefficient, it looks bad occasionally. We have been dying to have a quarterback who's like, screw it, let's go win the game. We're always on the other side of that.
Yes, we are.
This kid's great when it matters most, and I think he'll clean up most of the rest of it. I do. He's too good. He's good. We have a quarterback. He's good.
He's good. He is.
They have a quarterback. He's 24, and he's going to take the league by storm next year, and he's already getting tons of love nationally because everybody that's unbiased that watched that game was like, holy crap, he's a dude. Wow, if he takes one more step in his development, look out.
Yep.
And look at how he attacked the deep ball accuracy from last year, and look at how he attacked the sack rate and how he improved those this year. Watch him do the same thing on touch throws to guys on the run in short situations and things like that. And then it's going to 80%, come together. He's never going to be let me take the check down to be efficient. He's always going to big game hunt, which will be less completion percentage than the Jared Goffs of the world. And I don't want to coach that out of him, but some of this will be even better next year, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm watching him last night, and I'm just like, he did it again. How many times do you do it before you can say, okay, it's not lucky?
Whatever it is, we're getting close to that.
We're clearly there, right?
Yeah. Yep.
1 or 2, it's like, wow, that was crazy. 7? Which, I mean, I know there's a couple that weren't really him as much as some of the others. Like the Minnesota game was all the special teams and then the run game. But the Bengals is him. The Green Bay game, win 1 was him. Last night was mostly him. Well, I mean, everybody contributed, but I mean, in terms of the magical stuff. The Raiders game is like both because we get the blocked kick. I think Bengals you can give to him. Giants is him.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many, I don't even remember them all.
Yeah. He is a win because of
I'm
guy.
forgetting. Washington's him and the kicker
Yeah.
in the crazy rain. Probably affected some of the red zone stuff. Him and Moody. Took me a second. Also, speaking of kickers, I know a lot of people get irritated with Cairo. I get it. The lack of leg strength does affect you, but I don't care. It's fine. I don't want to kick anybody on the 40. Let's just do it fourth down, go for it every time until we're in his range.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would prefer that.
Yep.
And he's money at a tough stadium to kick in, and that needs to be talked about a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big difference in the game. The kicking game for the
Yes,
Bears
it was
4 points better than theirs.
Yep.
And that was the difference in the game. By the math, big deal. He's a good kicker. He's not perfect, but we could do way worse. So I'm like, careful what you wish for if you want to cut him.
McManus was he missed 2 field goals and an extra point. Is that right? Yeah, because he missed the one right before halftime.
An extra point.
He missed the one right before halftime. And then in the fourth, I thought he missed another one in the fourth quarter.
That was the extra point.
Are you? I thought he missed 2 field goals.
Oh, do you want to show this? Is that what you're trying to show, Chris?
Pretty sure.
They made a king cake, because we lived in Louisiana.
Nice. Oh, that's beautiful.
It's like blue and orange.
Yeah, you can't do green and gold.
Good job, kiddo.
Yes.
That was Avery's idea.
Nice.
Sorry to the people that have no idea what I'm talking about.
That's good. Once Avery starts doing
and
YouTube,
Jenna, my wife,
yeah,
just made a king cake and put Bears themed like sprinkles and stuff with the colors. Nice. So they had to show me it.
Beautiful.
So yeah, this the kicking thing was a big part of this game. That's sort of easy to forget about. And you're right, he missed 2 field goals and an extra point.
I thought so.
Congratulations.
Finally right about something. Bears.
Clip that one, Avery.
Did you see the stat that Caleb has beaten the Packers 3 times now, which is the same number as Cutler, Trubisky, and Fields combined? Oh, you sent me that. Okay. Sorry, it got lost in all the. It got lost in all the mess
the
last
madness
night.
of everything that happened. Yeah.
That's remarkable.
3 for 4.
That's going back
the way to do yourself to the fan base. That'll do.
So between 2009, that's when Cutler became the quarterback, and 2024,
for 7 years, right?
Yeah. So
because it's 7-4-3. I know the other 2 for sure, 4 and 3. Although Trubisky had the whole Foles started some of them and all that.
Yeah,
but you get the point.
But you only 3 wins against Green Bay in 15 years. That's disgusting.
Well, there might have been a random win with one of the backups or somebody. Did McCown beat him once?
No.
But the point that's trying to make is the franchise QBs, right? The guy you traded big capital for and 2 high first-round picks before Caleb basically couldn't beat him. And the new franchise guy has beaten him 3 times in 4 tries.
Yeah.
No, 3 times in 5 tries. Sorry. Yeah. But 3 of the last 4, 3 out of 5 overall, and they've all been down to the wire.
Yeah.
And that's what their QB, at least last night, playing really well and not being the backup. Who, by the way, also plays really well when they play the Bears. What did you think? Did you think their defense was going to pull it off at the end?
No. Oh, you mean like the very last play? Or you mean just like the fourth quarter?
I had more faith at the last play than I did the start of the drive.
Yeah, okay. I'll agree with that.
Because by the last play, I was like, they don't got a big body that you're worried about in a Hail Mary. They don't have those kind of receivers, really. Like, this isn't Calvin Johnson. And I know we lost to the Commanders on the weirdest whenever, where it was like short and then tipped up by our idiot. But I was like pretty sure he wasn't going to convert that last play. Yes. But I thought he had enough time that it scared me going into that drive.
Yeah, especially with when he fumbled the snap on 4th down, I knew, all right, this is the last play. And go ahead if he wants to run. Go ahead, let him run. Because you
thought, they're going to have 2 if it's quick.
Yep, they could have gotten if they had gotten to like the 10 or 15, then I would have been really worried. But then once you realized, nope, this is going to be the last play, then I was feeling good and like, Come on, come on, come on. And, goes to, he was going after Kyler Gordon that whole fourth quarter, and he throws it right to Gordon on that last pass, which was kind of funny.
And Gordon stepped up in the second half, even though they were picking on him. There was one player I thought he was really slow coming across in motion, but I thought he had a better fourth quarter than he did the rest of the game, which would basically be on brand for the whole team. So other fun nuggets, Ben talking about showing the Falcons Patriots game in August. And I didn't never even occurred to me that you had two guys in that game on opposite sides of the experience, and you had both of them talk.
Yeah, Jared.
Really, please tell us how you felt. The worst moment in your career. Oh, sure, coach.
Yeah.
That's kind of amazing.
Yes.
But that's what makes Ben good, man. Like he's getting the buy-in to a crazy level.
Mm-hmm.
The post-game speech was great again. I don't love that he did the whole FTP. That's for fans.
I wasn't crazy about that either.
He's that bought in. I was like, I wish you hadn't done that where everybody can see it. That's my gut reaction.
Same.
But I love that he's escalating the rivalry.
Yeah, that's true.
I just wish he wasn't doing it. I just wish it wasn't like do that more like when the video's not on. I don't know.
I also
did not. Incredible.
I also did not the handshake. Yep, I did not like the handshake. I thought be the bigger guy.
I would like him to take the high road a little bit.
Agreed. Same.
But I think that they went to the Bears logo twice. They did the whole college thing where you disrespect the logo at the 50 before the game. There's also a lot of running of the mouth this week. We talked about that Friday, right? Like I thought the Bears were handling the build-up better.
I didn't know the logo thing though.
I get why he's upset, but I just thought he could have handled the whole thing better. Mm-hmm. In that, I wish. To me, that's like a first-year coach mistake, and I wonder if he's going to look back and be like, I should have taken the high road. It's like
I don't think
it's like as a historian, it reminds me yeah, probably not, but I think it's more incredible to like win with the I'm so much better than you, I can just treat you well kind of class. Like Julius Caesar was allegedly upset that Cicero did the whole Roman noble suicide because he wanted to capture him and then spare him and be like, that's how powerful I am. You're not even a threat. I would love for it to be like the friendliest, nicest, warmest, just dripping with sarcasm handshake. It would have, I think, been even more brutal for LaFleur than the blow by. That's just me. So other things, Caleb's speech was super cool, and he gives the ball back to Ben.
Yeah.
You make your money in the regular season and your legacy in the postseason. That's a
great line. Yeah.
Loveland, a rookie tight end, 5 yards shy of postseason debut. Best postseason debut, but 5 yards shy of just period in any postseason game.
He's another guy
great
that's a dude.
Half again.
He is a dude.
He's
also.
A dude.
Colston Loveland. Oh man. He's like he's gonna be a Kelsey / Gonzalez / Witten / enter in the all-time great tight ends. He looks like he's on that path already. Gronk. So yeah.
Yeah. Just so much fun to soak that up. I don't know. I think we're all still processing it. There's so many tweets I've intended to share.
My brain is still just like scattered.
Lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
You all know it. So yeah, awesome. I don't have any idea who I want to play next week. I think we're probably supposed to figure that out here at 3:00. Who we're rooting for? Do you want the Rams or the Eagles?
Well,
how hurt is Matt Stafford?
Yeah, that's a great point. I think I feel better
I want the Rams.
You want the Rams? Yeah, I think so too.
After how they looked yesterday. Plus, I don't know, beating the Eagles twice seems tough.
Yeah, it does.
Lane Johnson will be back.
Even though it would be in Soldier Field this time.
True.
But yeah.
So I don't know. But hey, the Bears are marching on, and it's all gravy, baby.
That's right. All right, hey, let's regroup Friday or something, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks Avery for joining us again, and we will talk to you later this week. Bear down, friends.
Go Pack, go the f*** home.
I find I'm so excited I can barely sit still to hold a thought in my head.
The Bears. My Chicago Bears.
I love the Bears.